Hi, Misha.
Hello, Jensen. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm well.
Hello. Yeah, I don't know who that guy was. What an idiot. Hi. How's it going so far? Are you guys enjoying the panel? Fancy meeting you here.
Fancy meeting you.
You know, next time when we do this, if you live stream from your phone and I live stream from my phone, then we can live stream each other, and that would be crossing streams.
I don't know what.
Look at Mish. Look how cute. I love him. I love him.
Who doesn't?
This is true.
Well, listen, thank you for all you who voted. I just had my moment.
Oh, God, yeah.
Thanks.
The man. It's the man.
Thank you for all those who voted, not just for me, but for everybody, for supporting what we do and this industry, and it's humbling and it's inspiring. So.
Was there anything you learned last year that you've put into play this time around?
No. That he makes me uncomfortable. That's
Derailed again. And I thought I was gonna make it. Oh, hey, handsome. How you doing?
Hey, bud. Hi. There's a party inside.
Oh, hey!
No, there's talking to do out here.
Damn him.
I know.
Shut up. Music. It rolled off the chair. It rolled off the chair. I kill the music. I ruined the moment.
We literally, just backstage, had a 5-minute conversation about how we promised not to drop the microphones anymore. 5 minutes long, and she was like, okay, they cost €1,000 a piece, and please don't drop the mic anymore.
Hey, Adam. I'm so sorry. You realize that it was inevitable.
It had to happen, and it will probably happen 10 more times during this panel.
I will say this, however, she might be my rock, but I've had some amazing pebbles in my life.
So, the most annoying aspects of Jensen's personality, qualities of his character.
You talking about me?
I would say his smell,
Sweating now.
his smell and his personality.
Smell? What?
Do you actually not smell?
I don't know. Do it.
No, I don't smell. I'm not a smeller.
Yeah, you're not a stinker.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? My feet don't smell, which is kind of unusual.
That sounds like angelic.
I'm not bragging, but they don't smell.
He's bragging. He's bragging.
It's my best quality. We don't. No, the truth is that Jensen doesn't have any annoying qualities. No. You don't know him that well.
She knows me well enough.
You're smart. You think on your feet. You make brilliant videos, put them on Facebook, write amazing texts and tweets and stuff. Go ahead, spit out some lyrics, big guy.
I'll hold your mic for you.
That hurt my ears. That was really unnecessary.
I regretted it immediately.
No,
I'm
it
sorry.
was really dumb.
I'm hard of hearing. Why? Because I whistled.
Hey. What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Sorry?
What?
Say that again. I don't understand your accent.
Shut up. How about Alex? Huh? Yeah, that's like super loud, dude.
I'm compensating.
For a lot of things.
Well, this question's for both of you, but if you guys could do a movie together, any movie, what would you do?
Harry Met Sally.
I knew you would say that.
I'll have what he's having.
Okay, what's happening?
See it for a while. I got a little nervous. That was hard. It was. It was like being in the water without a life jacket. It's scary. What is it? Just not being able to see it.
I'll let you know he's there. He's still there. He's still there. Is he there? He's there. Can you see him?
So is what you told me earlier public knowledge? Because that's kind of a nice segue.
What did I tell him? No. Fucking disaster. He sure like.
Never mind.
I am so glad you just asked that. What a coup.
Of course. Jared would have just said it.
Yeah, he would have.
Jensen, look at him. Look. He's all grown up. It's one
of our new stars. Welcome to the CW.
What is that? Oh, that's so cute.
That's adorable. Is that from a...
Thanks.
You got me with that one. That was good. Okay, so you had a question, but we couldn't understand because of your accent.
I'll speak slower.
Seriously? It's a unicorn plushie. Name it and say goodbye. Is that too hard? Is that a little rough?
That was a little rough.
We'll go right there with that one. But fuck you, Steven.
With the tongue out over there,
I don't know.
It looks like Steven's judging us.
Steven doesn't like anything that's going on right now.
That's why we don't bring Steven to these.
That's right. That's why he's not allowed. Surprise! Daniela, what does this mean? Oh God, I don't want to know what this means. What does this mean?
Oh, the surprise is already over. It's the fucking unicorn.
Steven?
Steven!
He's the surprise?
God, he's so grouchy.
Stop it. Stop it.
He's not cute. Stop it. Jensen, you're getting angry. That's angry, Jensen. Walk away. Jensen.
All right, no, we don't want to.
More unicorns! Stop with the unicorns!
where Jared is like on top of me going, yeah, you sexy bitch, you like it. And I'm...
Check this out. Hey guys, I hope you don't think this is weird, but I want to show you something.
I turned my back for like 2 minutes. And you're like exposing yourself to the audience.
I wish you could see what's going on here.
What the?
That was sobering.
What? She said, thank you. Like, thank you for answering my question. I'll be leaving now. Where did you get that? Shut up. Hi.
I have no hope of a sensible answer for anything, have I?
Yes, you did. You can't unsee that.
No, I'm trying. Okay, so...
Rawr.
When in Rome. No, you're taking that the wrong way. When I said when in Rome, I just mean show each other our underwear. Nothing weird. You can't look at me like that anymore because of what you did.
Remarkable is sometimes the camera operator will say, Brad will say, Misha, nice work. You almost didn't break there. Or something like that to encourage.
Yeah, it's never a compliment of like, wow, that was really an amazingly emotional scene, and you really knocked it out of the park. It's wow, you really were able to deliver your lines
for part of that scene.
And it was. I could understand what you were actually saying.
Yeah. I get that sometimes from the crew, which is so, it's like, that's so
you really, I mean, you reach for the stars. You should be proud of yourself.
Hi, Misha. Oh, don't trip. Got him a chair. Needs a chair.
About what this last part was.
You have to excuse my friend.
Obviously, the joke didn't play, and they're like, no.
Yeah, because they didn't use it.
They didn't use it.
No.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well,
why would they forego such comic genius? You know what I mean? I remember. Why are you laughing?
Because I love that.
I thought it was funny
Because this wasn't Cass's version of a cowboy walk.
It was Misha's.
This was Misha's version of a cowboy walk. And it very closely resembles Goofy. From Disney. And that's okay.
But it's nice because I feel like there's this angel standing there. So I know I'm okay. Did you forget something? Can I help you?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot. There's a lot of instances where Misha and I have to work closely together, and it's it can be uncomfortable in situations. It's odd though that we really show it because we're actors and we're professionals in the sense that we understand each other's personal space and the limitations that is in that's involved in that, and the fact that we can continue having a professional relationship when being so close to one another is, I think, is a testament to the friendship that we share off the screen, as well as on the screen. It really it makes for the work environment. It makes it really comfortable to be so comfortable, not only with oneself. I hope we answered your question.
We sat down at this table, and it was this really kind of cool bar, and the waitress came up and she says, do you guys know what you want? And Misha takes my menu out of my hands, takes his menu, hands them to her, and goes, we'll take the 3 least ordered items on the menu. Now that would be fine if it was, you know, a burger joint or a, you know, a steakhouse or something to that degree. This was like a very kind of new age kind of a restaurant.
They had brains on the menu.
Yeah, you wonder why we know that. So we had that. We had sweetbreads, which is basically fried clams. And I'm like, man,
like, man, this friendship's gonna be a lot of work.
And I remember there was a piece of me that was like, I hate him right now. But I think I love him a little bit more too. Like that's just and I think it's moments like that we've been able and very fortunately enough to have a lot of, and those really, you know, they solidify friendships, and that's what we're very thankful to have.
Hey, you know what I haven't told you today? I don't know that I want to know. That I love you.
I love you, Misha. I mean, honestly, it's you know, from the bottom of my heart that I say that, but seriously.
He's so cute, isn't he? It's just like a little, he's like one of those little teddy bears we were throwing out earlier. You just want to stuff them in your pocket and take them home.
We've had a few people request that we extend the campaign by 1 day, so.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah. Yep.
Like a whole other day?
Yep.
Like 24 hours?
Mm-hmm.
So we get 24 more hours?
Yep.
Is this like a birthday gift?
No, it's not your birthday.
Well, but I mean in like 2 days it's going to be my birthday.
It's leap day.
Oh, I get it. So because it's leap day, there's an extra day in February.
We thought that we were ending it on the last day of February.
Okay, that's me.
Okay, anyway, 24 more hours.
What was your inspiration for the accent for Dark Empty?
Ooh, yes. What was your inspiration?
And was it your choice or the director's?
Was it my choice?
Yes.
I like the way you phrased that. Like, did somebody force you to do that horrible accent?
Did you lose a bet?
What happened? What went wrong to get me there? Is that what you're asking?
No, I love the accent. It was great.
That accent, I think, was remarkable in that there was definitely no thread that would connect it to any geographic location in the world. It was definitely nebulous. Not by design, just by pure...
Let's hear a little bit of it.
Skill. I don't even know if I could replicate it. Yes? Yes, yes. You liked it? You like that water, do you? Yeah. You're like a gnat in my head, driving me crazy. And I am from an oil rig in the Atlantic. That's what it is. Actually, that's a classic Atlantic oil rig accent. That's why we don't let them act. That's the real reason we don't let them watch Supernatural on oil rigs, because they'll take offense at the accent. Thanks for asking.
No, what was the inspiration for that though? Were you literally just trying to think of the most annoying accent you could possibly think of, or?
Symbol for Misha Minions is a monkey head. If you had to create a head for your fan, what would it be? And this can be any head, big head, small head, head with feathers, head with pom-poms, head with fur, head with crazy smiley face. You name it, you can have it. It's your magic head with rabbit in it. Maybe, I don't know.
There are no Russians in the audience, are there? Because I don't want to offend them.
Next question.
The last one we did was paint your face on a single Skittle.
Yes, I remember that.
It was remarkable. People really can do that. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, they can write your name on a piece of rice.
They can?
Is there anybody here that can do that? Is there anybody here that like rice writes?
Rice painters?
You got one over there? Yeah. Any others? All right. One out of this is not that bad. Yeah, that. Of course.
Obvious.
Have you seen how talented our fans are?
No, they're pretty good.
The tail of the scroll is a dialect?
No. The word is in the dialect, but if you translate it, it's like oak chicken tail.
Oh, chicken tail?
The oak chicken tail.
Oh, chicken tail.
Yeah, no, we just said some really bad shit. Like there was some inappropriate language being spoke there.
And you did it good.
No. Now show me the magic, Albert. Show me the...
I'll give you Misha Collins. Enjoy that. Miss, you are ready, Jensen. Texting.
Good luck. So, hey,
God.
can I ask you a quick question?
Nope.
When did we pass our prime? Because it definitely happened at some point in the past if we're doing that now. That is what people who are trying to cling to a former success do. That is...
Where was the success? When did it happen?
I don't know.
And when did it leave us?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Did we ever have any success, or was it all in our heads?
I think at the point where you were reading my resume and I was reading your resume.
What are your list your special skills? Okay. I kid you not.
quoting here. Acting on camera.
If you're looking to hire me as an actor, I do have special skills in acting on camera. Bicycle touring. I'm pretty sure that's just called bicycling. So I essentially put down that I can ride a bicycle. You can ride a bike. But I'm trying to make it sound, no, I don't just ride a bike. I bicycle tour. If you're looking for someone to act on camera, it's listed under my special skills. And I'm sorry, sir, you're an actor, right? That I am. It's listed right there. Yeah. Sir, can you ride a bike? Nope. But if you look a little further, you'll see that I can bicycle tour.
I'm just wondering how you feel about that. That these comments came from somebody who also has bicycling listed on his resume and has track listed as a special skill, which I think is just called running.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. You know, it scares me a little bit. I don't even have to turn around, and I know. Take special note of the Jared hair. See how much better life is with shorter hair?
Yes!
I'm kidding. God, how time has changed me.
This picture said, I'm just reading.
No, this is, well, show me the picture. This so this recent. Is, that's probably, yeah, this was... There is nothing on there that will embarrass me.
Actually missing from there.
No, this is good. This is good stuff. Do you have his old one? Do you? Can I? Hey! Let's have a resume off. Oh my, you know what? Can you really ride a horse? Because this is horseback riding, and I'm fairly certain that Misha hasn't spent a lot of time on the back of a horse. Listen, I grew up in Texas, and I probably haven't spent as much time on a horse as I should have. But I guarantee that I've spent more time on a horse than you have.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Yeah. No, I got my horse.
Did you? Yeah. Shetland ponies don't count. Nor do Great Danes.
No, I'm serious. As long as the animal is asleep, I'm fine.
God, look at that hair.
I know, man. That's so sexy.
What happened You shut your mouth when you're talking about my picture. What? What do you want?
Well, I wanted to see mine. I was a little curious.
I want to see mine. Actually, no. Actually, I want to see mine. Jet skiing, boogie boarding, football, swimming, baseball,
I'm sorry, not to brag, no-brainers on taxes. What? No-brainers on taxes.
Do you have theater A?
I did that. Her.
Oh, yeah.
I'm missing an E. This credit listed here was when I was 10 at school.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Entirely too long. Please.
Go back.
Yeah, that one got me.
I'm sweating mostly from the nerves, not so much from the physical exertion.
What just happened? I blacked out.
I don't know. All I remember is we were dancing.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, we did.
The last thing I remember was Ty giving me a drink through the curtain.
I feel, what's happening right now? Like, what have we created here? Because this is not like...
I don't think it's our fault.
It's our fault.
It's our fault.
Hi. Go ahead.
We hear a lot of stories about Misha being pranked by you and Jared. But we haven't heard anything about any other victims. Do you have some kind of criteria for a person to be pranked, or are you just thinking about Misha?
Yeah, it's just Misha.
What is it about him?
He's Misha.
And what does it mean?
I mean, his name is Misha.
He let you do some kind of stuff with him, or what?
You know, it's your fault. We blame you guys, really, because you're interested in it. You are asking it. When Misha was going to direct, we were getting all these questions about what are you going to do to him, how much are you going to prank him, what kind of pranks are you guys thinking? Jared and I weren't going to do anything. And then he and I got together, and I'm like, wow, I think we really owe it to the fans. So beat the shit out of this guy.
Okay, but why him?
You tell me. You're the one that wants to prank him all the time.
Don't do that.
Don't?
No.
You might want.
Your fault or not.
You might want to talk to Jared. No, honestly, you know why? Because I think it's because we like him so much. Do not tell him I said that.
Be sure we will.
There's kind of and I've heard it said a few times on set by crew members, when guest stars or returning characters will come back, and Jared and I start getting a little cranky with them. I've actually heard crew members pull those actors aside and be like, "You're in. They like you." So I guess in a weird way, it's a sign of affection. It's a sign of you know, we like them, so we make them suffer.
Welcome to directing.
Yeah! You know, and I was just thinking, and all you fuckers, you just stood by. Yeah. I was thinking, you're not my friend, Brad.
You see as he came out of the way, his eyes were on me, and we kept on like looking back at me.
You're not my friend.
We get paid for this, Misha.
I have no friends here.
We're all friends. Hug it out, hug it out, hug it out.
Why do you think that you prank me? I know it's not because it's funny or satisfying.
I said we feel comfortable enough to prank you as maliciously as we do because we like you the best.
Oh, that's really nice. That's really sweet.
I want to ask. No!
Here, can you pass your phone up, please?
Don't. He'll change the picture and
Yeah, don't trust me, this just happened yesterday to me. I was like, hey, did you read the review in Variety about the season finale? It's actually really interesting, you should read it. And then I gave him the phone, I was like, oh, hang on, I gotta go talk to this person. And I came back in and I looked at my phone and I'm like, well, that's nice. That's not at all my wife and baby. And I won't tell you what it was.
It wasn't child-friendly, the photo. His lock screen.
It wasn't anything friendly. I'm pretty sure it would offend anybody ever.
No, there's a couple of people.
No, not true.
You're probably right. Probably
pretty offensive. Pretty offensive.
Plan for how to conduct this
dynamite.
Sam and the way he started being psyche became kind of fractured.
Probably younger than I am now at that point, and he said, listen, if this show is going to be successful, it's going to be because of the relationship between these two guys.
Look at that caress, that sweet
and
caress.
not this guy, I'll tell you what.
So you want something sort of like to wake up to start your day off in the right way. Okay. Are we recording? And yeah. That's gonna be her alarm one time. And then she's gonna wake up going, well, that was a bad idea. I'll go back to, it's time to get up now.
Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. Were you even saying anything, or were you just screaming? That's nice.
I remember when we filmed that scene too, and he came in, and this was the first time I'd worked with him, and he went into this voice and this spiel, and after the first take, I turned to our camera department, and I just went, what is he? I was like, did he audition? He says he knows that. I've told him that, and I continue to tell him that all the time. So. But I will say that his consistency in that character has been
his saving grace.
It has. And it's really grown on me. Nice job, buddy.
And milking your tweeting. Oh, sorry.
Bye, great talking to you. Who wants to talk to you? Oh, hang on.
I will get to you.
Aww.
What are you?
Co-star in Fashion Week.
All right. Good to see you again. All right. So.
Hey, did you hear the one about the grasshopper who walked into a bar?
I have, but I'd like to hear it again.
Grasshopper walks into a bar. The bartender looks at him and says, we have a drink named after you. And Grasshopper said, you have a drink named Steve? Is this thing on? Hello?
You just spaded Bob. Inside joke. Sorry.
Yes? I just want to know if you got your sweater back and what your stance is on that, considering we kind of know you borrow a lot of your wardrobe from your friends.
What is that supposed to mean? Wait, so what are you referencing when you say that I borrow a lot of my wardrobe from my friends? You can say it, it's alright.
You seem to wear the same clothes as Jensen, and or he borrows yours, or you shop at the same place, and you also said that you're...
It's easy for our clothes to get mixed up, that's all. You know, when you put it on. The truth of the matter is, there was this funny little phase where Jensen was like, you know what, he got made fun of by somebody for wearing the same clothes twice at conventions, like in pictures, like you wore that the last time I took a picture with you. So he's like, all right, I'm just gonna wear different clothes every time. But then, you know, we do enough conventions, you have to get a lot of shirts. And then he's like, well, I'm gonna throw out my shirts. Misha, you want my shirts? And I was like, sure. So now I'm wearing Jensen's hand-me-downs at conventions, and everyone's like, how'd the laundry get mixed up, guys? RPF, real person fiction. So that would be like Misha and Jensen have an amorous something or other. So that exists too, and it has a name. It's Cockles. Collins and Ackles mixed together, and there are people in the extended fandom who think it's real, and they're looking for like clues that it's real. And we go to conventions a lot, and Jensen has this thing where I don't have it because I'm too cheap. But Jensen has this thing where he doesn't want to wear the same clothes twice on stage at a convention. So he will wear a shirt on stage at a convention, and then he won't wear that shirt again at a convention, and so he has to sort of like get rid of it. And for a little while, he was like, well, you know, Misha and I, well, you're the same size, why don't you take this shirt? And so he would be giving me his hand-me-down clothes that I would then be wearing at conventions, and fans would be like, I knew it.
I remember at one point Misha leaned over to me and he's like, he had that like kid face on that he gets when he gets super excited about something, and he like grabbed my arm and said, "This is amazing!" And like the joy in his face, like just it told it all.
I'm getting
Me. Yes. That took a long time.
I think Cass is aware of how much Dean values him.
No.
Misha?
No, I don't think so. And it kind of pisses me off too, because I feel like Dean should. What? Okay, we have to answer this quickly. Okay, I mean, Christmas presents, none whatsoever. No notes, no cards, no, you know, hey, excuse me, when Cass was in purgatory, no letters, no phone calls, you know, a little something would be nice. Thank you. This begins to make up for it. Oh. That was comedy gold. Right, he's looking at the right box. But you know, they both depend on one another, rely on one another quite a bit. But no flowers, no gestures, nothing.
How's that for a pitch? I should be a.
That was really good.
I should sell like used cars or something like that. Actually, I don't know that anyone would buy.
I don't think anybody would buy you a used car from you.
No.
Really, especially with the coat and the tie.
What should I do for a living?
We are afraid of glitter. It's an evolutionary thing.
Just it's an evolution.
Well, you know, and the people keep responding. Recently, the Teen Choice nominations came out. Congratulations, Jared.
Jared, tip of the hat for the acting.
Nominated in the actor category.
Those teens love the way you act. And for the other fellas.
Nominated for Best Chemistry.
Okay, so I was talked into doing a video for my friend Misha's scavenger hunt. Misha, tell Aiden a joke.
Knock, knock.
Oh, who's there?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? See what I did there?
You totally messed that joke up.
I know.
I'm going to try to reach you, but I probably won't. So whoever gets this, good luck. What do you get? Oh my gosh, it is everywhere!
I just had to get it off my hand. It was a matter of convenience, man. Don't look at me like that. I hate when you get that look in your eyes. Don't. I'm sorry.
Wow. And he does this, and he didn't even get a donut. Bob Singer never got a donut.
Oh, this is... Oh, man, I tell ya.
Bob, thank you.
Misha, you are so fired by accepting that gesture.
Yeah, I can see that they're hearts and thumbs. What do they mean?
The hearts are for me.
And the thumbs are for, so it's like, ooh, we love you, but Jensen, thumbs up, buddy.
No,
I like
man,
that.
no,
I'll take that.
No. Damn it. Damn it.
What?
Why did that backfire on me?
Oh, Misha, we love you. Jensen, aces.
Damn it.
Oh,
Heard my
buddy,
name
thank
just
you.
now, and
That's
I just
so
wanna-
sweet. You honestly
Sort
didn't
of a
need that.
consolation prize. Every time someone says my name.
I get a beer delivered, which
We're wrapped, by the way,
This is
so-
fantastic. Thank you, Misha. I see. Who needs on-camera relationships when you have relationships?
When you have a servant
like these.
If you could ride a dragon, what kind of dragon would it be? Like color, like size, like special, I don't know, abilities, like would the dragon be black or would it be pink, like Misha's dragon? What size?
Oh, wait a minute! Why are you telling him what color my dragon is? I thought that was a private moment between us.
I'm sorry.
Nothing is safe here. Pink?
I just really loved your answer and so did my friend. She's faithful.
A pink dragon?
No. I think she didn't understand my accent. I said puce.
Salmon. If I could ride a dragon, what would it look like?
Yeah, like kind special abilities, like size.
I think my dragon that I would want to look, I'm just gonna go for it here.
Careful, tread lightly.
Copy that.
Would you do me a favor and not bogart all the gold glitter?
Oh,
that's
Guys, we actually are running out of glitter, so try not to be quite so wasteful.
Well, I don't want to point fingers, but...
Anybody need a black heart?
Here you go, buddy.
Oh,
you know what?
Thank you. That's really sweet.
Oh, remember.
You're not alone.
Never alone.
You're trying to be alone, but you're not.
I wish sometimes you would just leave.
You're not alone.
I'm gonna call my mom.
I'm coming.
Misha, just stop looking at him. Don't even look at him.
Don't look at him. Don't just look. You know what? I got an idea. Just look at me. Look at me. Focus on me. Stop looking at Jared. He's just gonna mess with you. He's gonna grab your, or he's gonna, you know, just stop. Just look at me.
Okay.
All right.
I raised you from perdition. It was this amazing moment where he took me, this wounded,
you were
bird, this wounded animal, and he said, "To come with me, I will care for you." And then he crushed me. Don't tell me how to do this. Don't tell me what to do. Stop it. Don't talk to me like that in front of these people.
No.
Abdullah, pose ta question.
Don't undermine my authority like that.
You shut your mouth.
This is not.
Stop, boys. We are not going to do this right now. There is a child in our presence. There are people watching us. Stop doing this.
Let's take a question. How about you? There's a lineup on both sides.
We were having a perfectly good conversation.
You were having a perfectly good conversation with yourself as usual.
Let's start it.
Go make an airplane.
Choose the Dean role.
Yes.
And you say...
Specifically, I suggested recasting the role, or whatever. I said that we looked exactly alike and no one in the audience would know. What does Jensen think about it? He's flattered, obviously. I mean, for him, that's a big ego boost. I don't want to... Right? He's flattered. You know, I mean... Obviously, for him to be even compared to me in that light is both, I think, inspiring and I don't understand what's funny about that.
Sorry, Misha.
You just drink your fucking water and get off the stage.
All right, I think we're done. Guys, thanks for everybody for watching. Thank you, Nina, for Nina, amazing.
Nina, you absolutely
Aaron,
killed it. Nice work.
Jared, everybody.